One of the things we've had to learn over these past few weeks is keeping our distance from others. No hugs, no handshakes. It's hard as we try and keep that 2 meters distance from those around us. But it's for good reason. It's to make sure that we don't get infected ourselves with COVID-19 or that we pass on the virus to others. In Jesus' day, they had social distancing too. It wasn't for the general population, but it was for those who had seriously infectious diseases. The leper in our reading, the belief was that there was a link between his physical condition and sin. And therefore, not only was he distanced from those he loved, there was a distance between him and God too. The leper lived in isolation. And then Jesus comes, and the leper comes to approach Jesus. And as he did so, there would have been a sharp intake of breath from those watching, as Jesus reaches out his hand and touches the leper. Surely that means he's now infected, or that he's become unclean in God's sight too. But in fact, as always with Jesus, the opposite happens. In the compassionate touch, the leper is healed, he's made clean, he's made whole, he's restored to his family, he's reconciled, even with God. So what of us in this time when we can't have physical contact or closeness with those around us, not least with those who we love or who we're concerned for? We've learned all sorts of ways of touching the lives of others, with compassion, concern, and with love. A phone call, a handwritten letter, delivering essential food and medicine as we volunteer for our communities, learning to use Zoom or Skype as means of keeping in touch, worshipping, chatting together via technology. Just some of the ways that we've learned, some that we've relearned to touch the lives of others. And it's great to know, isn't it, that Christian Aid are seeking to do the same. If lockdown has been hard for us, imagine what it must be like for the poorest, who can't stockpile food, who don't have access to clean water even to wash their hands, who can't practice social distancing in the overcrowded circumstances in which they live, and for whom a well-equipped health service, stretched though ours is just not available to help them. I thank God for Christian Aid and their partners in the world's poorest communities and countries, that they can reach out and extend the touch of Jesus on the lives of the poor across the world. And we can join in that work. We can be part of it too, through prayer, through giving, through highlighting the work of Christian Aid in our churches and in our communities. This Christian Aid week, let's be part of the work of Christian Aid that touches the lives of millions with the compassionate and gracious touch of Jesus.